back to Of Mice and Men. We're looking at part 4. Part 4 really focuses in very closely on the character of Crooks. His monologue, this kind of speech that he gives really expands on the loneliness theme that is so pervasive in this book. Now, we've heard about loneliness from George's point of view, from Candy's point of view, but Crooks really takes it a level up. He is also physically isolated from everyone else on the ranch. He is physically alone in a way that the other men are not. And it is emotionally devastating for him. He even doubts his sanity at some points because he does not have another person nearby to anchor him to reality. So this is a really big step up in the loneliness theme. Part 4 is interesting because it is almost a repeat of what happens in part 3. In part 3, George and Lenny are in the bunkhouse talking about buying the land. Candy comes into the conversation and gets pulled into the plan. They form a team to make this happen, and then Curly comes in. In part 4, Candy and Lenny are describing the land, and Crooks starts to think about joining the team. How can we help each other? And then Curly's wife comes in. So in both of these scenes, we see the dream start to take form. We are growing the team, we are seeing serious progress, and then an obstacle shows up. There again is the idea that dreams are fragile, they can be derailed, they can be taken away. This idea is kind of echoed by several of Crooks' personal details. Like, he mentions to Lenny that he grew up on a ranch. His parents were landowners, but that ranch apparently is gone. Also, the speaker mentions that Crooks has several books in his room, but the only 2 that are pointed out by name are the dictionary and the California Civil Code of 1905. So if we put those 2 pieces of evidence together, that Crooks grew up on his family ranch, but apparently his family is no longer around, and also that he is spending a lot of time studying the Civil Code from 1905, that might be enough to kind of make a guess about what happened to Crooks' family and his family ranch. That is the idea that even when you've achieved the dream, someone can take it away from you. Also want to talk about the escalating violence. In part 4, we do not see an actual physical altercation. It's more like part 2, where Curly threatens Lenny. In this one, we see Curly's wife threatening Crooks. But while her husband just wants to fight, Curly's wife is making a death threat. She is weaponizing her white skin and threatening Crooks' life. It may not be a physical altercation, but it is a serious threat that she is capable of carrying out. All right, that's about all I've got on part 4. You can leave your questions in the comments, and I will see you in part 5.